Good morning, guys. So I thought I would give you a little overview of the Amiga next generation Amiga 1200 motherboard complete kit. So I bought the biggest package, which comes with an overclock option. Yeah, and there's also a few options when it comes to the HDMI and also both ports. So let's just get a little bit of an overview. So this is basically a carrier board. You will notice that you have the carrier board, you have the main CPU unit, or CPU unit. This is an SBC, this is an Orange Pi 0, I think it's an Orange Pi 02. And then there's a third attachment board, which gives you an extra joystick port. So by default, if you don't buy the extra pack or whatever it's called, you don't get that one. You have, a single joystick port. And these are old school joystick ports. I can't really lift the case up, but you see that we have most of the old ports that sort of make sense. Video, audio, joystick ports, and obviously the rest has been removed. Things like, serial ports and printer port. I don't even remember what was used to be there. Interestingly enough, we have this one, PCMIA, which is going to be fun, but I think that's actually, I'm not really sure if that is just like an SD card. I have to read up on it. I'm not sure if that's the case. This one is interesting. This is the Orange Pi 0, like I mentioned. But the performance is really perplexing because it performs really well. This is not to take away anything, but this is a very affordable board. The board itself, the simple unit doesn't really cost that much. But when you buy it, you have to buy a whole lot of other stuff as well in order to use it, because it's very, low level. So you need a separate board to get power in and stuff like that. And this is why this is such a great solution, because this provides everything. So we have power management, you have audio out, you have all of those things. You even have floppy. And this is for the original keyboard. I'm waiting for my original keyboard, so that, I am going to close the case and make it all sweet and nice. But okay, let's fire it up, see what happens. There we go, lights are on. Now, from what I understand, you can set this up as you like. I'm not sure if you can just, insert your own Orange Pi SD card with Linux. I'm not sure if that is possible or they have done something to the hardware. Doesn't really matter, because, you don't really buy something like this if you want to sit in Linux. This is about as custom as you can get it. Okay, press any key or mouse button. There we go. Yeah. So then you come in here and you have some standard software. I guess this is cool, as out of the box you have something that you can use. You have some licensed software like Personal Paint, Drawbridge, use real floppies. I guess that is most likely if you have an internal floppy disk. I'm not sure. I'm going to attach this. I'm going to attach those to the original devices and see what happens. Then you have a pretty extensive menu. Amisphere, from what I understand, that is a sort of a cloud system for Amiga users. See, games and application, that's where we are now. System, audio, display. Yeah. So it looks like you can sort of set this up like you want. So when I ran this the first time I booted, it asked me a ton of questions. It was sort of like a setup wizard. So it asked me about, keyboard and language and all of that stuff. And there was also an option to import your own ROM files if you want to run your own images. And I seem to remember that there was, manage ROM files. Here I can, so it comes with arrows by default. System, maybe. Start from, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, so here's a start option. Start from a specific title. Yeah, so what I imagine is that you can set up, like if you have a hard disk image with your own workbench and stuff like that, you can sort of define it to start, don't show the menu, just boot straight into that. So that is beautiful. Language, keyboard, network, Bluetooth. Okay. Shut down and reset. Okay. Yeah. Looks pretty cool. I could have sworn I found, Army Bench. Yeah, we can start that. Okay, Army Bench. I think this is their version, their adapted version of Arrows. I briefly started it yesterday. Not sure how what it actually is, but I get the impression that they have started to use Arrows. I'm also very surprised at the performance that this little thing is putting out. I mean, this is just as smooth as a Raspberry Pi 4. So you're not really, I would actually say that it's faster. And this is before overclocking. I haven't activated the overclock. Let's see, system V, yeah. Snapshots work. Okay, programs, games. See if there's some games there. Okay, yeah, that's the same game that was on the main menu. Virtual GP. Well, yeah, I don't have a joystick, so I can't really do anything. But yeah, at least it's a sort of a snapshot of what this is all about. I have to say that I'm really excited about it. So when I get, the keyboard and the case, everything fitted inside, is basically my dream Amiga. I mean, this is what I expected Amiga Mini to be. And I was so disappointed when I got the Amiga Mini. I was like, what the hell have you done? They have completely bricked the system, right? This is what the Amiga Mini should be. That's what it should have been. So yeah. Okay, that was a little insights. Cheers.